Hello, today we are going to learn the important writs which are issued by Supreme Court as well as High Court. So I hope in the previous video you have watched about Supreme Court, what are the qualifications required to be a judge of the Supreme Court and the composition of the Supreme Court, etc. So you have learned very well in the previous video. If not, you can go to the previous video from the men's section of this channel and you can find out the previous video of the Supreme Court, that is the part 1. And a part of this chapter is a writs, which is issued by both High Court as well as Supreme Court. For what is the reason to issue this writ? To protect the or to protect the right of a person. If you are being violated by a fundamental rights, you have the right to use this writs in order to save your rights, fundamental rights. So the Supreme Court and High Court, remember this point, who can issue this writs? Supreme Court and High Court can issue this writ to safeguard the personal freedom of a citizen. And what are the types of writs? We are going to see today one by one. The first one is habeas corpus. So what is the meaning? Every writ has a meaning. That is the one mark question may come. Every writs have a meaning. What is the meaning of this word and why it is used, for what it is used, that we are going to see for every 5 writs. So first one is habeas corpus. So the word habeas corpus, it means to have the body. To have the body means by issuing this writ habeas corpus, the Supreme Court can get the body of a person released if it has been unlawfully detained by any person or a group of persons by the state. This writ is thus a great safeguard for the personal freedom of a citizen. If any person is unlawfully detained, unlawfully means illegally, unlawfully, the other word for this unlawfully is illegally. If any person is illegally detained by any other person, then the Supreme Court can issue which writ to safeguard the personal freedom of a citizen? This habeas corpus. Clear? What is the meaning of habeas corpus? To have the body. So Supreme Court can have the body of any person who is released unlawfully detained by any person. Okay. So mandamus. Second writ is mandamus. So mandamus is a Latin word. It means we order. We order means we refers to whom? High Court and Supreme Court will order what he will order. It is a command or an order from a superior court. What is the meaning of superior court? Highest court. What is the highest court of India? Supreme Court. To a lower court or a administrative authority to perform certain duty. What is the meaning of mandamus? We order the superior court will order to the lower court or to its administrative authority to perform certain duties. If I am in subordinate court doing wrong, the High Court and the Supreme Court, the Superior Court has the power to give me to give a command to do like this to perform my duty. The third type of writ is writ of prohibition. So you know this word, what is the meaning of prohibition? Means prevention, stopping. So here also same thing. The writ of prohibition means it is a writ issued by a court, superior court to judicial authority, desiring to be informed what is going, sorry, to stop the proceedings. So this writ is issued, writ of prohibition, to stop the proceedings. Prohibition means prevent or stop. If when it will be stopped if in a case it is excess of the jurisdiction of the lower court. If a lower court is giving the judgment or decision beyond its limit, beyond its jurisdiction, means every court has a certain limit power, right? Subordinate court can issue judgment up to this, high court can give judgment up to this. So if this subordinate court or any lower court is giving the judgment or performing more than its jurisdiction, then the superior court, high court, or Supreme Court have the power to issue this writ as a writ of prohibition, and they can order to stop the proceedings. Okay. So next, fourth type of writ is writ of certiorari. Writ of certiorari means it is issued by superior court to judicial authority to be informed what is going on. right? So you will see that writ of prohibition is, it will be stopping, to stop the proceeding. When the proceeding is going on, the court is, superior court is ordering to stop. But in this writ of certiorari, if the judgment is given, the proceedings is not being continuing, the proceedings has been completed, and after that superior court will issue this writ to informed what is going on. Listen this to me. Though it appears similar to the writ of prohibition, it is issued when certain proceedings are going on. The writ of certiorari is issued after the order has already taken or passed by the lower court. So when the proceedings is going on, at that time, if the superior court has to stop, which writ will come? Writ of prohibition, to stop that proceedings in the middle itself. But if the order is already been passed, given by the lower court, after that, if the writ is issued, that writ is called writ of certiorari, and this is used to be informed of what is going on, or what the decision or the judgment is made by the lower court. So final last writ is quo warranto. Quo warranto, it means by what order. Okay, so it is issued when a person has usurped, USURPD, usurped. It means hold any office. Thus, this writ prevents public officers from possibly or wrongly holding a high public office. So, any person is wrongly holding a high public office means, such that means I am at a high post, high public officer, then I am taking the black money or threatening the person to give that much money so I can really do give the judgment or make you free from this, like that. Many officers who are wrongly misusing their power, we can say in a simple word, misusing their power to threaten the poor people, to do an injustice with them like this. If I have a power means I can do whatever I want. I can give judgment for a wrong person also to make him right, right? But if I can give that this person is wrong, but I am giving the judgment and making him free that he is right, will it be correct? Will my judgment will be the final? No. There is more superior courts being sitting over there to look beyond every officers who are holding a high public office. So if that is being done wrongly, any person is wrongly holding the office, this writ will be issued by High Court or Supreme Court. That writ is known as writ of certiorari. Okay, by what order means by what are you doing? What is the limit? So we have learned five writ. First one is habeas corpus. It means to have the body. A Supreme Court can have the body of a person if he or she is unlawfully detained by any person. So the habeas corpus is one of the best writ to safeguard the personal freedom of a citizen. Second thing is mandamus. Mandamus means we order. The higher superior court will order to the lower authority or any judicial authority to command, means to give the order to do the work, or it's okay. So third one is writ of prohibition. Prohibition means no, that's to stop the proceedings. It will be issued by higher superior court to stop the proceedings. And then we have seen the writ of certiorari, right? Writ of certiorari means to be informed what is going on. This writ is issued after the judgment is being given by the lower court, and writ of prohibition is given while the proceedings are being continuing by the lower court. And last we have seen quo warranto, by what order. It means by what order, and it is issued when a person is wrongly or forcibly holding any high public office. So that much from today. If you have any doubt regarding this writ, you can comment down, but I hope so that you have very much clear knowledge about it after this video watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great day ahead.